We're gonna grow quicker than anyone's ever grown.
Learning over earning those first 3 months. Like, yes, I was earning as I was learning.
I mean, for me, man, I want to do something that's never been done in the space.
I want to have at the very least like 10 millionaires on my team, 10 people making over $1 million a year.
There's no reason I can't do this. And then you have the person who's like, there's every reason I can't do this.
And people, they get confused and they try to do so many things at once. They do one thing for 4 months, doesn't work. Let me hop into another one for 3 months.
I'll roll with 5 dogs than 100 people I have to drag, you know what I mean? Welcome to the very first episode of the Take Flight podcast with Uprise Financial. We're going to talk a little bit about building a business together. We're going to get to know some of our agents, and we're going to hopefully throw some tips and tricks out there that can help you make more money. Today we're here with our first guest, Marcos Paez. What's up, Marcos?
What up? What up?
Awesome. All right, well, Marcos, you've been here with us for about a year now. Actually, I think it was a year this month, no?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Sweet, dude. Let's start off with just like tell us a little bit about yourself, like how you got into the business, but even before that, like what was it like growing up, all that stuff.
All right. Yeah, so I grew up kind of, as you know, like very much in different countries, different continents. So I was born here in the U.S. Parents got divorced, moved over to Spain for a little while, lived here for 9 years. So that was my first language. And that's kind of where I grew up, all that stuff, playing soccer all the time. When I was 13, actually it was 12. When I was 12, I moved here to the U.S., to Nebraska, lived here with my dad, went to high school, all that stuff, played a bunch of basketball, worked at a pig farm for about 4 years. And then after that, it was actually my senior year of high school, 2 months before I graduated. I was just like on Instagram. I saw somebody's story. It was like, it's Ben. You remember? Yeah, it was Ben. Mm-hmm. So it was Ben's story. I saw it. I hit him up. He doesn't answer me. So I hit you up from one of his, like, he mentioned you on his story. I hit you up. That was it.
Went from there. What was it like? What was it like growing up in Spain, bro? Like, talk about that. That's pretty cool, man. Like, not many people say that they had an experience.
I mean, honestly, it was kind of crazy. I think it helps out a lot because, like, I'm really open-minded to a lot of things. And I think it came from that, like, seeing that culture, all those people there, like it's a lot different from the U.S., like, as far as, like, how do I put this? Like, the people are different. The U.S. is more, like, focused on other things. And you can tell, like, people here, I don't know, it's just, like, different. So seeing both ends, like, growing up, and, like, opened up my mind to just a bunch of other things.
Makes sense. Do you think that impact, because one thing about you, bro, is, like, you work super hard, and one thing that you do is, like, people can't maintain the level of energy that you have day to day. Do you think, like, growing up, because it's Ibiza, right? Like, I know Ibiza's crazy. Do you think growing up in that area and, like, kind of with that culture kind of played a part in that? Because, like I said, you have a lot more energy than anybody around here, honestly.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I was always like, here's the thing. And here's the thing what I think is wrong with, like, I don't know if here's what I think is wrong with, like now generations. Like, people spend too much time on their phones when they're growing up. I was always outside. I was playing soccer all the time. I had friends, right? So it's like I was always outside, and I was always talking to people, whatever it is. And I think that also translates to now is, like, I'm not afraid to go up and have a conversation with somebody. I'm not afraid to hype somebody up. I'm not afraid to do any of that stuff, really, because that's kind of how I grew up. So I do think it does have a little bit of a, yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, bro, let's just get into it then. I mean, so since you come in, like, you pretty much, like, you were one of the people who has helped drive this thing to the point that it's at, just with, like, being able to just start off with just being able to produce at a super, super high level right away. Like, talk to people about your first, like, 30 to 90 days, kind of what that was like, and, you know, how you've kind of built that to this point.
Yeah. I mean, okay, first 90 days were rough. And I was really focused on really, like, learning over earning those first 3 months. Like, yes, I was earning as I was learning, but I wasn't, like, it wasn't necessarily like I was focused on, like, oh, I want to have, like, a 20K month. Like, I want to make this much. It was always like, well, I'm like, now I have, like, my closing ratio is now this. Yeah. And it used to be this. That's kind of where I saw growth. And I was always, like, looking to grow. Like, for example, I came in, you helped me out with leads, whatever. I got, like, a taste of, like, my first couple of sales, whatever. And then from there, I was like, well, I know what works, and that is fresh leads.
Yeah.
So I asked you once again because I was broke coming out of high school. I said, "Hey, can you help me invest into some fresh leads?" And then from there, kept the ball rolling.
So it's funny you say that about like learning over earning, because I was just talking to somebody about that. They were asking me, how do agents like doing like 10 grand a month, like how are they even making money? And I was just super transparent. I was like, they're not. I was like, if people can't learn how to do over 10K a month after 90 days, they should probably go, right? Because they're just not focused on the business. But I was saying to him, it's like that first 30 to 90 days, like you're not focused on getting them paid, and they need to have that expectation coming in because it needs to be about learning the skill. Then after that, if you can't do 10K or more, like there's probably a problem if you're all in on the business, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I 1000% agree, dude. People, like, they always have this, like, false expectations, and I think it's the way people market sometimes. Like, some people, they'll market the cars, they'll market the watches, whatever it is. They're marketing, like, the lifestyle rather than the hustle. So people are coming in, even if you tell them down the recruit, like, hey, it's a hustle, all they've seen from you is, like, literally you buying this, and this, and living like this, and this.
Right.
So they're going to come in with that expectation.
Yeah. I think being more transparent with people, even just like from the marketing side, and just being real, like showing like a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people are out here, you look at their page and it looks like they're out here they got a bill, they're Elon Musk, right? Like,
Yeah.
And it's cars that aren't even theirs. And that's just kind of the industry now. And it's when that's what you're attracting, that's what you're going to get. Because I guess one of the biggest things we try to teach is like, be transparent. Like, talk about that it's a grind. Talk about, like, yes, we're making money, but dude, we're working a lot. There's bad days. If you show that, then you're going to be more likely to bring people in who are okay with that and who want to build with you instead of make some quick side money, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, dude, coming to the industry, I know you, I don't think you thought the best of me. I'm pretty sure you didn't. Okay, why is that?
So, I mean, when we were in high school, I didn't really know that. Like, our recruit call was super quick. We didn't stay in touch too much after it. But I remember you texted me, like, it was a week after we first talked. And you're like, hey, man, I'm going to have to wait to do this. Mm-hmm. And, like, you know me, like, I'm picky with my recruits, bro. I'm like, I don't do that. Yeah. So you said, hey, I'm going to have to wait. I was like, all right, whatever. This guy's probably not going to be very good. So I said, okay, bro, just let me know. Like, I didn't expect you to ever finish the course. And then I get a text from you just like 2 months later after you finish high school, like, hey, man, have my license. I'm just like, what? Yeah. I remember showing Riley, like, look at this dude. Like, his kid actually just finished his course. And from there, it was on, bro. So I was wrong, but I had thought I didn't know you were even in high school at the time. Yeah. I forgot that. And so,
it's actually good. It's actually funny that you say that because I remember our recruit call was literally, I was driving back from the gym. I think you were driving too.
I was driving.
Yeah.
Back from the gym.
Yeah, like you kept saying all this, I don't know. I don't even, like, I'm pretty sure the recruit call is heard the commission, and I was like, yep, I'm in. I'm all in. Yep, I'm doing it. And then, like, I was just in the middle of basketball, all this other stuff. And then I called you. I remember first time I failed my test, I gave you a call. I said, hey, dude, I haven't talked to you in a while, but I failed my test. I'm going to retake it in 2 days. I think I'll pass it, whatever.
Yeah, that's what it was. You didn't text me. You called me, and I was like, what the hell? This guy's, like, actually doing this. I didn't expect that. But yeah, dude, it turned out right, man. I mean, we're a year later now. Yeah. What you're on pace for Hall of Fame by July. Yeah. Yeah. So you're killing it, man. So I was obviously wrong. I think,
That's actually a good point that we should talk about. Is like, okay, I know you said you're picky with your recruits. Other people have other views on that. What's your take on it?
So I mean, I want to give anybody the opportunity. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I go to somebody's Instagram, they hit me up, and I just see like it's videos of them rolling blunts, smoking weed, and that's all it is. Yeah. I'm not even going to give that person the opportunity. But pretty much anybody else, I'll give the opportunity. But I'm picky, like, when they're not excited about it. Mm-hmm. So, like, when you're like, hey, I'm going to push this back 3 weeks, me not having context, I'm like, all right, well, this guy isn't serious. So I'm picky in that way, where it's like, I'll give anybody the opportunity, and I do believe in that. But I believe in, and I got this motto from somewhere, I don't even remember where, but it's quick to hire, quicker to fire. It's like, that's what I believe in. I want to give everyone the opportunity, but I want people to be urgent about it, because if they're not urgent about it, then I've learned that I'm going to have to drag them along. And that is, nothing will hold you back more in business, especially in this one, than having to drag people along. Mm-hmm. So I've just learned to cut that out. I'll roll with 5 dogs than 100 people I have to drag. You know what I mean? Yeah,
no, it makes a lot of sense, because the thing nowadays is people, they recruit too much, and they put too much faith in people that are doing nothing. Mm-hmm. They think, oh, it's my responsibility to help them. It's my responsibility that they're successful. Like, yes, you partake in that if they're dogs. If they're not a dog, you got to be like, well, my time is more valuable to me than me putting time into that.
I think we'll get so caught up into, like, they have, X amount of recruits or X amount of licensed agents, when it's like,
Yeah.
it's you don't trust your ability to go find more people.
Yeah.
You have your first few people, or you have X amount of people, and you don't want to lose them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter if they're just a body in your organization. All they're doing is just hurting your culture. But people can't have that long-term vision to be like, all right, well, I just need to go learn how to market myself and find more people, and I'll find the right people. There's like, oh, I have 5 agents. Now I just have to be patient and stick with it, and I'll make money. It's like, no, dude, you have to find the right people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a big thing that people mess up too, right?
Yeah.
It's like not an abundance mindset. They're like trying to cling on. Like me and Ron were just talking about this. Like you have people that want to cling on to agents. Like when somebody wants to leave your team, they want to like hold on to them because they don't believe that they can go build outside of that.
Yeah. No, it really makes no sense. And like people say this all the time, but when there is cancer in your business, like sometimes you may not notice it firsthand, but once the cancer is gone, you're like, holy crap, dude.
I've experienced it.
I really could have grown so much faster if they weren't here.
Yeah.
Because even if it's just like one person, believe it or not, in my opinion, I think that person will drag the whole team down.
100%.
Even if they're not doing anything. It's just like it drags the standard. You have somebody in the office, all they do is stand around, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
the worst one is when somebody complains. Like somebody who complains or talks shit about people in the office, like that's the worst type of person to deal with, because then it creates this feeling that everyone can go do that. Everyone can go complain and talk shit. And people complain and they talk shit, then nobody believes that it works. And so that's like the quickest way to kill your momentum, is by letting somebody complain or keeping somebody around who complains and moans about all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm going to run a training on it today. Like that's something I think people need to realize, is like what to look for in an agent. And like the biggest one is they don't complain ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the things that you're very good at. Like, I don't think I've ever heard you complain. Like it's good to be able to give like constructive criticism to your mentor, your upline, or whoever's running it about this system. It's like, hey, dude, like the leads aren't working here. I think it could be better like this. But it's one thing to be like, dude, these leads suck. I don't know what to do. I'm not making money. Like going to say, hey, the leads could be better if we did this, is great, right? And that's one thing that like you've been super valuable with me, is like you've been super valuable for me, is like, hey, like let's try this. And a lot of times it works and we go and implement it. But it's never like complaining, right? If somebody comes and complains and I'm just like, get out of my office, dude. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you kind of like you sort of like, once you get into this business and you really do start to think of business owner, you start to think more in terms of like solutions rather than the problems, right? Yeah. So it's like if you have a problem, you got to find a solution to it. But too many people that focus on the problem too much, so they're not even looking for a solution anymore.
Exactly. Like people get more comfort because it's easier, bro. It's easier to focus on what's wrong and to complain about it and hope that everybody feels bad for you. It's harder to go say, hey, what did I do? Or what happened to cause this? And then go and fix it. I guess the harder thing to do is people want to just complain and let everybody feel sorry for them, or, this is the reason I'm not successful yet. But like nobody cares, bro. That's the fact that people that do that, nobody cares if this and this and this happened. Like, and I can sit here and say so much things happen that that's why we're not at 10 million a month yet, because this and that, but like nobody would care, right? So question for you too, do you think if you were doing something outside of life insurance, you would be as successful?
Not as quick.
Yeah.
That's my answer. I do think people overcomplicate this, and it's because like all this stuff online, like you see all the, you scroll like day trading, drop shipping, whatever. And people, they get confused and they try to do so many things at once. They do one thing for 4 months, doesn't work. Let me hop into another one for 3 months, right? Now, the reason I think why I found success here is, one, is easy to pick up. I do think this is definitely the most scalable and quickest to scale industry that there is, like out there, like for sure. It makes so much sense. But aside from that, if somebody just like, you could really do anything and you stick to it long enough and you work hard enough, eventually you'll find that success that you're looking for. Yeah. But people like they struggle with that. They have what was that called? Shiny object syndrome. Yeah.
I mean, Hormozi talks about this too. It's like you come into something, it's uninformed optimism, and then you learn about it. It's not as easy as you thought, and it's informed pessimism, and then it's valley of doom. That's how Hormozi puts it. And I think a lot of people fall into that cycle where it's like, hey, I'm gonna get into life insurance. Oh, I have to work 10 hours a day. Oh, valley of doom. I'm gonna get into drop shipping. Oh, I don't have enough money for this to even make sense. And then we just keep trying more and more things. And next thing you know, you're 3 years down the line, you're in the same spot you were because you didn't just stick with something. And I think when it comes to something that, like, it does matter what vehicle you're in. Like, I think I could make money doing anything. I could go make
I was gonna say, I mean, you were like, you probably could have built your bodybuilding
yeah,
business up. Like,
100%.
you would definitely be,
Yeah, at 2 years later into that business, dude, I mean, it's the most saturated business there is right now. Everyone wants to be a fitness coach, but like I would have excelled in that field. Give me 2 years, I would for sure be pulling 20, 30, 40 grand a month off that business now. Just because I know me and my work ethic, and I know I'll do more than other people will do. But now I'm into this business, making 100 grand a month. It just makes more sense, more scalable model. That's why I jumped into this. And I think that matters. Like I said, you could make any business work, but when you talk about how quickly can I excel in this field and actually make a lot of money, like I don't think
yeah,
there's anything like life insurance because just how simple it is. And it's blowing up right now too. Like all the door-to-door reps are coming over here. Anybody who's door-to-door in the field still, like that, those industries are coming over here, and it's blowing up online. So it's blowing up with young people. Like people are talking about it. You have Giuliano Massarelli blowing the industry up. Like now is the time to get into this because people are thinking about it. And so now you just have to be the person that stands out in that.
yeah.
Right. So it's easy to grow in this business right now.
Mhm.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah, and you said something really interesting. You were like, well, I could have done this because I believe in myself and I believe in my work ethic. And a lot of people lack that when they come to the business.
Mhm.
They have zero beliefs in themselves. Like they don't think they could do it, right?
Yeah.
With those people, what do you think is, do you think there's a way to instill that belief in them? Do you think they just,
I think some people just refuse to believe in themselves, bro. And like that's my opinion. That's what I've
like they separate themselves from the
yeah
people having success?
yeah they want to be like, and it's just like there's two different outlooks, man. I'm gonna keep quoting Hormozy, but it's like it just keeps coming to mind. You have the person who looks at everything as like there's no reason I can't do this, and then you have the person who's like there's every reason I can't do this. Like everyone else could do this, but the world just hates me. Like, and I think people have there's that mindset or somewhere in between. And some people they can't believe in themselves because they choose to have this like I want everyone to feel bad for me mindset. And if they start to succeed, then people can't have that mindset anymore. Some people like that. But I think with people, a lot of people, they don't have that mindset. They just haven't been, I don't know what it is, but a lot of people, they could believe in themselves. They come in, like, I think I even to some extent, I'm a little like this when I started, like, at least from like a confidence standpoint. You just have to be able to inspire people to believe that they can figure it out. I think a lot of people are like, right now I could never do this, and that's fine. Like when I come into the business, I was like, I can't do this right now, but if I give it time and I put myself in situations that are uncomfortable, then eventually I will learn how to be able to do that. It's like that's always been my mindset. And I think you have to be able to inspire people to have that same mindset. And for me, the best way to do that is just by being open about where you were at. So I talk all the time about how like I was the type of kid that couldn't even like go up to a stranger and have a conversation. And now talk to people all the time, like speaking in front of people at conventions. Like it's not too hard now because I've put myself in situations continuously to be able to be that person. And then you just got to be able to inspire people to want to do the same thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of your biggest jobs as a leader is to be able to instill your vision into other people.
Yeah.
And, speaking of that, like what is your vision for this going forward, bro? Like what's your vision?
Oh, dude, it's big. It's big. Like, I mean, okay, here's my thing. I want everything, dude. Like, I'm talking not only to just retire my parents, but also see everybody on my team win. I think that's huge. Like, I think that's actually, like, that's the purpose of life, in my opinion, now that I've gotten to experience it.
100%.
Helping other people win. At the very least, and, like, I would say by the end of next year, by the end of 2027, I want to have at the very least, like, 10 millionaires on my team. 10 people making over $1 million a year. From there, I mean, dude, I don't want to exit this business till 100 million a month. Actually, no, probably like
More. It's like we'll just see what we get there. Like it's not even thinking about that yet.
Yeah, it's kind of actually hard to like even think about that right now because you have so many things in front of you. But like long-term vision, I know that I'm not gonna quit till I've got this shit figured out.
Oh yeah.
Can I cuss on this?
Huh?
Can I cuss on
Yeah,
this?
fuck yeah, you can cuss on this.
So,
Leave that in. You can leave this in too. Yeah, you can fucking cuss on this podcast, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm with you. I mean, for me, man, I want to do something that's never been done in the space. And like I know what that's going to take because there's a lot of animals in this space. There's a lot of people who have done crazy things, but I just want to create something that is so big and so connected as far as the people. Like I want to get to 10 million a month and still have a culture that's this tight. I want to get to 50 million a month and still have a culture that's this tight. Like, I know that's going to be thousands of agents at that point. And I want to be able to maintain the culture that we have and the almost like brother and sisterhood that we have among our team. I think that's something that's super special. But I also want to keep the standards that we have. Like, we're growing so fast when you look at everyone else. We're extremely fast. And I want to keep that growth. And I want to keep the vision of, like, yeah, I'm eating, but like, we got to see all these people eat too. So I want to see so many people that are in this room outside of us here in this office making multiple multiple millions a year, right? And then them leading teams that do that, or leading teams that teach other people how to do the same thing. And I want to do it in a time that nobody's done it. And that's going to take a lot of work, but that's what I want to see. And that's what I know we're capable of, man. Because, like, this team is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
like the core, like just the leadership in this team. And like the biggest thing that I see is nobody has good people like we have. Like, we have really, really good people. And so it's going to be a people first agency always. And that's one of the biggest things to me that's super important. I can trust anybody on this team to, if I say, hey, like, send an agent to go talk to them, they're going to get genuine good advice, and it's not going to come from a business perspective always, but it's going to be like, I want to actually help you as an individual. And so I think that's super huge, bro. And I think just using that, like, I'll say it now, but like, people won't believe it, but like, we're going to grow quicker than anyone's ever grown.
Yeah.
And it's not quick. It's like a lot of people, they grow quick, and
But it's not like sustainable.
It's not sustainable because you grew quick with the wrong people. Like, you can go market, like, I won't say names, but there's people in the industry, they market a certain way, and yeah, you can get a lot of people in quick.
You can do bad business.
The wrong people, bro. Selling policies that are, bad for the client just because they're trying to put money in their pockets. Hey, you can do that, but I want to grow that quick, the right way, and teaching people to do it ethically. I think that's where we're going to be separated. Because, dude, I see a lot of these agencies 2 or 3 years from now going under because just the ethics that these people are doing. Like, the carriers are going to crack down, debt's going to roll up. And I want to create something to where people who want to do things the right way, they can see what we're doing and be like, I want to work with these guys.
Yeah, and I think that the reason why they have those problems is that so many agencies that are like over $5 million a month, for example, they're so like separated from each other. Like, there's like, it's like they'll have one agency here, one agency here. They kind of all do their own thing. There is no like nobody's connected in any shape, way, or form. So like, there's no real standard, no real culture, no real like anybody leading how to do it the right way. You know what I mean? I think that's the difference with us. Like, everybody's super close, dude. Like, like, this is genuinely like a family, and it's crazy to see how like everybody's growing, but we're doing it the right way.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah, it's huge. Doing it the right way. And everybody is growing too. Like, it's like, there's two things here. Like, you come in and we realize that you're not going to be a good fit because you're not, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm picky. Like, if you're not a good fit because you aren't, your character doesn't fit. That's the biggest thing for me, is like, your character has to fit the culture, right? Because if you're not a solid person, it's just not going to work for you here. But everybody here that's been here longer than 3 months, for sure, like, they're good people. And so to be able to watch them all grow the right way is awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's been great. If you want to work with us, you can contact me on Instagram at marcospius __, or my phone number is 615-715-3157.